What's going on, everybody?
Another one.
Oh, yes, another one. As always, thank you, Snarky, for the host. Welcome back to Team Sanity Academy. I am the G Teacher, sometimes known as Teach, sometimes known as G Teach, whatever you feel like calling me. I'm pretty okay with it, and so I'm happy to be back. Unfortunately, Stranger Peace had to dip for today's stream, but hey, you know what? Doesn't mean that class still isn't in session. We're still gonna make this happen here.
Wait,
oh, and thank you for the sub, Spider. Much appreciated. And oh, ahoy to you too,
Another
Spider. Oh my goodness, everybody coming in here, giving some love to Team Sanity, and hey, thank you so much for your support, as per frickin' usual. Spider, it is a great day. I am cold as hell. It has just been snowing profusely here, but hey, you guys are always good at warming up my heart, so I think we'll be just fine. So hey, DFG, long time no frickin' see. So we are gonna be doing things a little bit differently because this will be the first time that I will be doing the Academy by myself, and so I'm gonna go through all sorts of different stuff with you guys today to try and get as much information to you as physically possible when it comes to setting up your audio to sound really damn good for your streams. And that's going to be the main focus for today, and we even have a brand new program for you to try, maybe? Kind of excited about that, and we're going to get a lot of visits from cats. And so we've got, first on deck, we've got Suki coming to say hello. She's gonna crawl up onto my back here. Look at this little chonker. So that is, you actually have to make a deal with a higher power to sound like Stranger Peace. Hi, girly. So yes, this is Suki. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, there we go. And yes, Snarky, this is one of 3 kitty cats wandering in the apartment right now, and looks like she's ready to kind of chill right now. So this is how class is gonna go today. So I hope you brought your pets because it's bring your pet to work day. You already sold your soul to a guy in the UK years ago. Is it Wotan? Something tells me it's our good old buddy, old pal Wonton. Good girl, Suki. So I can get you to potentially sound like something else. Maybe perhaps we figure out how we can do something like, oh, I don't know. Something like T-Pain, everybody. Oh yeah, how's it going? Oh. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that today, because that's one of the programs that we're going to be messing around with. And it's not Wotan? Oh. Okay. There is a cat. Hi, Sukes. Oh my goodness. Yep, she's just, oh, you rolling around, you want love. But yes, Dalish, don't you worry, you're gonna see a lot of cats here. But yeah, maybe
we even do something more like this, where we sound a little creepier. It sounds pretty creepy, doesn't it? Sounds very creepy now. How dare I sound so creepy, yet for some reason still kind of sensual. Difficult to explain, isn't it?
I will tell you right now, once you get the proper audio settings set up, you're going to be able to do some really fun things. And so, I think that's as good a time as ever. About 8 minutes in here, we're going to get things started with a little app that I call VoiceMod. And so, I'm going to pull up the website for this first, as I want to show you guys where it is that you can actually find this particular app. Now, voice mod, man, I could not recommend it anymore if I tried. And partially because of the fact that voice mod, while it does have the fancy voice changers, it's not just for changing your voice. It also allows you to have a lot of customization as to how your voice sounds with any mic that you happen to have. You can clean up the audio quality with any mic that you have by using voice mod. Is it going to be perfect at all times? Probably not. But we want to make sure that we at least have something to work with. And so, let's roll it on over into the live scene here. So that way we can take a look at this fantastic resource. Hey, Patches! Oh, all right, so real quick story I gotta tell about Patches here. Patches, the legendary Destiny player that they are, rolled in hard, hot, and heavy to play with us the other day in a game mode that absolutely none of us should have been able to tackle. Yet they rolled in and they carried us all the way. And it was quite entertaining, so don't you worry, there's gonna be some merch soon. On just Patches having a backpack with all of us inside of it. Because that's the only way that it can be done. Patches is all about carrying. So, coming back to this here, voice mod. Now, voice mod is extremely useful for getting your voice to sound as crisp and as clean as possible. Hey, Cuddle. And so with voice mod, my headset's having difficulties there. But with voice mod here, you have a lot of different options. So obviously you have the regular voice mod for free here. And there is obviously a free version and a regular version. Okay, jeez. My headset is just deciding that it wants to give up now. He says hi and he loves us. Wonton. But yes, so with voice mod, you're able to do a lot of different things, even without having to worry about purchasing the actual version. I purchased it. It was not expensive, but it definitely brought things to the next level. It just meant that I was able to do more voice changes. But if you're using voice mod more for utility than anything else, the free version is all that you're gonna need. And so with that free version, after you download it, oh, thank you for the biddies, Cuddlefish. What you're then able to do once you download it is you can adjust the settings accordingly. I'm gonna show you what my layout looks like here. So you can see up in the top left, we've got voice box, soundboard, voice lab, and so on. Some of these are only things that you're able to use if you have the pro version. I believe the voice lab is one of them. But what's nice is that right here, the one that I mainly use for clean, that's just my regular speaking voice. I have control over my bass, middle, treble, mix, and voice volume. I have all this completely under my control. My microphone that I use is a Blue Yeti USB condenser microphone. Condenser? No. Just a Blue USB microphone. And so, one of the better USB microphones out there, but it's still not without its issues.
Mic off.
If I were to, let's say, I'm gonna turn off that real quick. If I were using a pretty much any other USB microphone, it wouldn't necessarily make a difference. This one, even if I were to go and actually change my setting here real quick to just show you to get an idea of what it sounds like. This is me with my voice mod. And then if I were to go in and select my Yeti, here's how it sounds with the Yeti. Now you can see it's not quite where we want it to be at. it kind of goes a little all over the place. And the actual setting itself, like, it might be blowing out your eardrums. There's a couple of settings that we're going to mess around with to kind of show this off. But let's go back to our nice little voice mod here. Because voice mod just sounds a little bit better. Isn't that right? And so this voice mod here really cleans things up very nicely. And so we're going to go through and do kind of an initial setup of how this works. And so who is that hosting? Dalish, thank you for the host. So when you initially download this, there'll be a couple of different options that you have to set up. You have to get everything connected. And so the main point, jeez, my headset is really not liking things here. I'm gonna take that off for a second. I don't need to listen to my headset turn on and off. So all of these are a variety of different types of voice modulators that I can use. So like if I wanted to,
let's say, sound like a little child, I'd be able to sound like a little child. You know, wah wah, goo goo gaga. It's too much fun being able to do stuff like this. Now, you do have to be careful about your audio levels, but
it's fun. It's fun to do stuff like that. That's one of the more fun settings of this. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Cuddle. So I'm hearing the playback from like a couple of seconds ago, which is very funny. So once you get it to a level that you like, which you can actually do by messing around with the setting right here where it allows you to hear yourself or not. I typically have that off because it's weird to hear my voice as I am speaking. But it allows you to kind of hear what your voice sounds like before implementing it. And then that's when you get into utilizing your Streamlabs setup or your OBS setup. Essentially what you'll end up doing is, instead of selecting your microphone as your audio setup, you instead want to select the option for voice mod. And so we're gonna get a look behind the scenes here, which, ooh, this is weird, right? Look at me repeating over and over again into the background here. But if we look down in our settings for Streamlabs, there is an option for your audio. Now, when you look at your audio here, it's gonna tell you a couple of different things. Now, obviously your mic or auxiliary device right here is going to be the mic that you are currently using. And so you can see I've got a lot of different options here. And typically I used to use my microphone, which is the Yeti stereo microphone. But when you install Voice Mod, it will give an option where you can have the microphone for Voice Mod virtual audio device. And so what it'll do is your microphone will feed into the app, and then the app will actually pull that audio and deliver it out as your microphone. And so it's very useful to have that kind of set up there, as then you have a lot more control over how your audio sounds. And that's why I use Voice Mod as much as I do, because it gives me a little bit more flexibility and control. Now, something else that we should also make sure that we are keeping in mind here is when we look over at our mixer over here. Now you can see right now I have my desktop audio off because my headset keeps on turning on and off and it was getting annoying. But you can see I can manage everything down here by going into the settings, and I can actually say like which ones are played, which ones are on, which ones are off. But there's another specific setting that I really want us to focus on here. Inside of your mixer, there's going to be a little gear icon next to where your microphone actually is. When you click on that, it pulls up a menu of options, one of which is filters. Now there's a couple of different filters here that I really want us to be taking a look at, as it really helps with setting up a proper audio. And so when you go to add in a filter, you'll see something like this pop up, where it asks you to add a filter, and there's a lot of them. Now each of these does something different. Now personally for me, I typically tend to talk very loud. Just kind of how I've been as a person. So you can see if I were to max out my microphone audio here, you can see I'm going into the red. I'm probably hurting your ears just a little bit. Even by whispering as much as I am right now, it's still peeking into the red. We don't want it to be that. If we have it go up to that point, you might blow out some eardrums. And so instead, we are going to apply one of my favorite filters, which is called a limiter. Now what the limiter does, it essentially makes it so that your audio will not go above a certain threshold. And so you can see, as I make the threshold lower and lower, it doesn't matter how loud I try to get, I will not be able to peak past the setting that I have for myself. And so, literally, good thing nobody else is home right now. But you can see, it stops it from getting too loud. It puts me right in that perfect area of yellow. We want it to be consistently in the middle yellow for us to be heard nice, crisp, clear, and clean. Try saying that 5 times fast. But limiters are gonna be your best friend if you're somebody who has a history of talking too loud. Now, let's say you have the opposite problem. I'm almost nervous to try this because it might end up being very sensitive to some of the speakers that you guys are using here. But there are a number of other types of filters that we can be using here. And so obviously we have a limiter set up. I might not set it up because I don't want to completely blow your eardrums out, but there is an option called gain. Now the gain option is for all of you soft-spoken folks out there who still want their voice to be heard. When you set up a gain, it's basically doing something in the opposite direction. Whereas the limiter makes it so that you cannot go past a certain volume, the gain ensures that no matter what you say, it will always be at least at a certain volume, which is very helpful for those who are a little more soft-spoken. All of these other ones you can end up mixing around and messing around with. There's noise gate, noise suppression, compressor. All of these are useful, but I would say the main two that you're gonna wanna focus on are either gonna be the gain or the limiter. Each one gives you a significant amount of control over how things sound. And you can see, once again, even though I am a very loud person and I am projecting my voice and I'm gonna yell now, it doesn't jump past that middle yellow, which is very helpful, very useful to have. And so, now that we have those kind of filters set up, let's get to some of the fun stuff with voice mod. Now, hopefully by this point, if you're really interested in using voice mod, you'll hopefully have voice mod downloaded by now. It's not a very big download. And you'll be able to see that there are a number of different voice changers that you can use. What's also kind of nice is that with the voice changers, you do still have a degree of control over how loud they are. And so that's still something to keep in mind because these voice changers,
obviously, like if I were to use the baby one here, you can see that it wants to be very loud. Earlier on when I was doing the baby voice, it was probably blaring out your eardrums. But now that I've set up my limiter, it's probably a little bit easier to hear. I'll even test it out. Everything sounds good. Yep, everything sounds so good. So good. Yeah.
And so you also have control over any of the audio settings in here. Having more control over things is very useful. It's the reason why XLR mics are so coveted after. It's because of the fact that with an XLR mic, such as something like this, with the blue blackout spark, which is blue, is the XLR equivalent of the Blue Yeti that I'm currently using. That's why you're able to have so much control. XLR mics have a lot wider range of audio settings that you can mess around with. XLR mics are not necessary. I've gotten by for this for almost 2 years now streaming with my Blue Yeti. People have gotten by with even less. And I say that sincerely. You don't need a fancy, expensive microphone. Something like VoiceMod here can make a $20 microphone sound like an $80 microphone. And so another reason why I highly recommend that. Now, there are a couple of other things that you can utilize with VoiceMod. I'm sure, as many of you have probably seen before, you have probably seen a clip here or there that displays people using soundboards and being able to broadcast them to their friends over voice chat while playing a game. This is where VoiceMod comes in handy, because there is an option here for a soundboard. And so if the soundboard would actually click, come on, there we go. So I've got a lot of different sounds here that I've already pre-programmed. What's nice about this soundboard is that, once again, if you select whatever you're using as your voice chat, a lot of people, if they're using a computer, obviously will use something like Discord. Discord allows you to once again do the same exact setting that you would typically do for Streamlabs, where instead of selecting, let's say like I have my Blue Yeti microphone, I would instead select VoiceMod. And it allows me then to broadcast any of my sound bites that I have downloaded here. Oh, don't you worry here, hold on. We're gonna mute the instrumental here, so that way everybody can hear this.
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.
One of my personal favorites, for obvious reasons. But what's really nice about this soundboard is that you can add any sort of MP3 or WAV files that you have from your computer and add them in here for use anywhere. What's also nice is that they do have a variety of other types of soundboards that can be utilized here. I believe a lot of them are locked behind the premium version, but you're more than welcome to make your own. And so if you find sound files online, then you're more than welcome to upload them in here and use them. So for example, that one's always fun. And then, hey, you know what? Nobody's laughing at your jokes? Well, now they are. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. You guys are... They're too kind. They're too kind. And so there's a lot of flexibility with this, and it allows you to kind of make those really funny moments in your streams, kind of like some free content, essentially. And so we love having that ability to have free content for sure.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Mic off.
My headset really is not agreeing with me today. Now, there are a variety of other fun features that are on here.
Mic off.
All right, calm down. There are a variety of other fun features with this, but those are the main two that I use. What's really nice is that one of the plugins that they have is that they have something called VoiceMod Bits, where what it'll actually do is you can set up rewards for people to purchase, where it actually changes your voice using VoiceMod And so another simple way to gain some interactivity with your viewers. Once again, I do not remember if this is something that is included in a premium subscription or if it's also in the free, like what it is that it actually utilizes, but still a very nice feature if you want to add some interactivity. Personally, the main reason why I got voice mod in the first place was for the soundboard and the fact that I can mess around with my settings here. Let's move myself over. Oh, not what I wanted. Excuse me. Oh, it's because my... There we go. So you can see now, these are all of the settings that we have and that we utilize for having a really clear, crisp, and clean audio. I have my bass turned all the way up because sometimes I don't have the deepest speaking voice, and so that's the best that I can do to make myself sound like Stranger Peace. And then I typically have a lot of treble in my voice, and so I tend to bring that down a little bit. Have a nice mixture, but still kind of keep the middle, any sort of middle pitches inside of that like 40% range there. So, any questions on voice mod? I know I threw a lot of information your way. Now there are some other things that you can do with voice mod, including voice lab, but I know that voice lab is something that is only included in the pro version. If you do end up going pro, it is a one-time fee. It is not a month-to-month one. You pay once and then that's it. I paid it, I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks when I got it. Don't know if that's changed since then, but it added a lot of functionality and features. You can see there's a lot of voice changer effects, many of which are a lot of fun to play with. Just a lot of fun. Some of them make you sound really scary. Some are more along the lines of, let's see here. What is this one? Oh, okay. I don't know half the time what stuff is going to sound like when it comes out. I haven't tested all of these. Oh, this one is this one.
I'm gonna make myself laugh by hearing that one. What is another good one?
We're just gonna Sentinel teach. That one didn't end up working as well as I had anticipated. Some of these are not made as good as others. So that's a good way to kind of show that like there are still some things that can go wrong. Yes, Sentinel teach though. That's funny. Let's go back to the intermission screen real quick as I pull up a couple of other things for you guys to look at. Ooh, hydration. Let me take my gum out. I got a fresh seltzer here that we can take a drink of here. Ah, that's good. So, to recap, limiters and gains. Limiters for those who talk loud, gains for those who don't. Voice mod gives you a lot more flexibility and creativity with what it is that you sound like. Also includes something like a soundboard that can not just be heard by your viewers, but also by those who you are playing with. It's very helpful to have all of those. And so, with all of that in mind, let's see who is next. Oh, you know what? Ooh, I'm not gonna scan that right now, but there is an option now. It looks like they recently updated this. You can actually control your sounds, voices, and everything now from a voice mod app on your phone. So if you don't have something like a Stream Deck, you're now able to change it using the voice mod app on your phone. That's a big deal. I have a Stream Deck, but with something like that, like that's a game changer right there. Being able to have that ability to control your stream from your phone rather than having to purchase an entirely separate piece of equipment is also another great way to utilize this. It looks like you do have to be connected to the same Wi-Fi network, but still something that you can do. And that's another fun thing. If we really wanted to make sure, like, son of a... It's got a little filter there. Definitely good information to have if you don't have a Stream Deck. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's nice to have flexibility in what it is that you are doing. So, that is all I had for voice mod. So what I'm thinking next here is we can do a couple of different things. We could look at a couple of different reviews, because I believe we have a pretty decent list of individuals who are looking for a stream review. Cuddle, if you're lurking around right now, if you have that list, I would love to know who is ready and on deck for our next stream review. So that way I can then go and find those people and we can go and take a look. But in the meantime here, are there any other topics that you guys want to go over while we're sitting here? Especially when it comes to anything involving audio. Because I would be more than willing to go over that right now while we have a little bit of extra time. I went over that, I did not explain the compressor filter. So the compressor filter inside of Streamlabs is meant to lower your microphone's volume to prevent it from peaking and causing distortion. So what ends up happening is that it automatically, when you're yelling, let's say you yell something, what it'll do is it will turn down the loud noise and then turn it back up when that loud noise has subsided. Similar sort of setup. It kind of depends. It kind of depends on where you want it to be set and how your voice is. I typically don't use a compressor filter. Typically speaking, a compressor filter is not needed if you have a limiter at the same time. But that's just personally. Typically, you don't need both. Usually it's good to use one or the other. But it ends up being your call. Personally, I recommend the limiter more than the compressor filter, but that's just me. Sorry, I was reading up on something there. It's always good to have a little extra stuff. A mid-range tone of voice and only have very brief periods of loudness? Yes. If you happen to streak every now and then, but not often, a compressor filter might be better. Yeah, I would agree. If you have like random loud peaks, rather than me who just speaks at a loud volume on a regular basis as a teacher, because I always have to project my voice, yes, a compressor filter might be better for those who are not loud most of the time and don't need a limiter, but might want to have that option available to them if there's a moment in time where, let's say it's a jump scare, you go crazy, that'll keep your volume in check. So I don't know if Cuddle's around right now. I wish I could see the list of people who are on my docket for reviews. Dalish was next? Well, you know what? I think we can hit up Dalish's channel then to take a look. Hey, Evans, what's going on? Long time no see. We're about to get into some stream reviews. And hey, I will link everything for Voice Mod in our Discord here. I'm gonna do that right now before I forget. So that way we can make sure that everybody has everything that they need. Or maybe I'm not able to edit it. It looks like Cuddle is the only one who can do it, never mind. I tried. Kicking ass and taking names. I love it. Let's see. It's underscore. Okay. Dalish coming in hot here. We're gonna go and give a review here for your stream. Hey, Mombot, what's going on? Do you teach dance party? Woo! We can do a dance party. Let's see. We need do we need some music here? I feel like we let's see. What would be some good music? Ooh. I dance like such a dad. How is football going, Mombot? You know what? That's another good resource that I feel like we can share here real quick while I'm thinking about it. Another fantastic resource for audio is something called Soundtrack by Twitch. Now, many people have not utilized background music as they are worried about DMCA, and that is understandable. And so if you are struggling to find some music to listen to, what's really nice to have is this feature called Soundtrack by Twitch. And so with Soundtrack by Twitch, it has a bunch of up-and-coming artists that have all of their rights taken care of in terms of copyright, and so it can be totally used free of charge while you are live streaming. And so you can use it as a web player or you can download it. I personally have it downloaded. If we were to look at what it looks a little something like this, and it's got all sorts of different genres. Personally, I like the stream synths, some nice little synthwave tunes, and personally my favorite of the bunch, but they do have a lot of different types of music depending on what it is that you are feeling for that particular day. And so yeah, it's gonna be a pretty big football night here as well, seeing as the Bills play at 6:30, I believe. I just have a bet for this game. I bought a square in my teacher pool, and so we're gonna see if I end up winning any money. I think the grand prize was like $1,000, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, so a variety of different types of music, and each playlist has a ton of songs on them. So like stream synths, we've got it's a lot. Especially nice when you're having a very long stream and you want to make sure that you have lots of music playing. You don't have to worry about it. You can just click repeat and it'll go right through it. And you never have to worry about DMCA anything, which is very nice. Oh, and thank you, Mombot. But yeah, just a quick little tidbit in there. We'll also throw the link in for Soundtrack by Twitch. Oh, Nuke, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? I got to see you for a little bit earlier today. Ah, the one and only Nuke. So you're coming in just in time, Nuke. We're gonna be giving Dalish here a live stream review to see what her page looks like and if it's up to snuff. Ah, no, you're the beautiful bean. So let's get her page up here. And let's see. Ooh, I'm already liking this. All right, let's go in. Let's see. All right. So already off the bat, this looks great. I absolutely love the banner. Super clean, super simple, keeps a consistent color theme of green, yellow, white, and black. All those colors together make this look really nice, really neat, really clean. And look at that. The color bar matches. It's all black, so it just wraps right around. Got nothing to say on that one. All of that looks fantastic. Got all the symbols and everything. It's just a really simple way to kind of show that. Oh, the uniformity is chef's kiss. Absolute chef's kiss. Let's see what else we got here. So, nice. Couple of variety here. Resident Evil 4. Okay. So,
Mic off.
just by looking at some of the recently streamed categories here, I can kind of determine that we're looking at a streamer who likes to hang out and play horror games. Seeing as we see some Dead by Daylight, House of Ashes, Resident Evil 4, but then we also have some art, just chatting, and special events. Very easy to keep track of. I like it. Got all the recommended streamers down below, and oh, we know all of those lovely, beautiful faces down there. We absolutely love it. I mean, you don't have to be good. You don't have to be good at horror. You don't. Here's another thing. You don't have to be good at a game to be a streamer. You don't have to be good at a game to be a streamer. And that's not me saying that you're not good at a game. That is just me simply saying that it doesn't matter as much as people think. I highly doubt that you're just not giving yourself enough credit. If I had to make a guess here. You just have to be a pro, simple as that. Yeah, get good. one of the greatest pieces of advice you can give. You've got lots of VODs here that we can go back and take a look at. Already looking great. Or robot. Yep. All right, let's take a look at your about section. Okay. So, got some very clean stuff already that I'm already loving here. This is great. Currently fighting seasonal depression. I feel that Dalish. All right. So, here's something that Dalish did brilliantly. She was honest, but it was also super relatable. And so, immediately in that bio there, I am hooked. And I want to be involved now. Look at that. Within the first line of her bio, I now want to be a part of this. Like, that's impressive stuff right there. And so, moving on here, you can call me Dalish or Elf. Chaotic good vibes. Oh, some more relatability there. I feel like a lot of us streamers are sitting in that chaotic good realm of things. I love that. It's got all the different links here. We got some Ko-Fi, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, game list. Ooh, I like that. Just don't call her Danish. I would not dare. So then, looking at her panels, overall, very clean. She's got a schedule right here. She's got artwork. Ooh, and she's linked a couple of people who have made her artwork. Excellent. Some rules. Very nice. Different types of games. I like all of this. I like all of this a lot. And the fact that you've also got some other ways to support you, such as with your artwork. That's a really good thing. Yeah, it all depends on the size of the screen, which is weird. You have to arrive to defend your honor just in case someone tries turning me into a meme. Wotan, you are a meme. I'm sorry to say it, but you are. Yeah, you see that right there. That I would never. And what's also nice is you've got your schedule right here as well. Now, while it's important to have your schedule up here, it's nice to have your schedule in multiple places to make sure that no matter where they are, they'll be able to get the information that they need. I would say for your schedule here, maybe making it look a little bit more like a list. And kind of like what you have for your commands. Maybe do that for your schedule. Not necessary, but could make it a little cleaner. Yeah, you got me, Dalish. Wilton is literally loving my life and way too meme. Oh yeah, absolutely. And so all of this looks pretty good. We've got pretty much all the information that I could potentially need. Very easy to get like a quick glance. I wouldn't mind seeing an extended about you panel for a place where somebody could really kind of show like kind of what Cuddle had talked about at one point or another, where she said it would be fun to see like what type of person you are, what your goals are in a much more detailed way. I typically like that. I have a panel like that. Once again, not necessary, but something that is nice to have. So, got some merch here. Nice. Wish list. And Team Sanity stuff, of course. Overall, liking everything so far. Oh, geez. I'm not taking in enough air. I'm talking too much. All right. So schedule-wise, it looks like you had your schedule all taken care of. It's weird because it won't show your schedule for the next week on a Sunday. Well, actually, oh, there it is. And look at that, we'll do something. Well, you at least have your schedule all put in and ready to go in terms of making sure that people can check it here. So your schedule's in there, awesome. We love it, we're here for it. Has Wotan left yet so we can go back to memeing? For all we know, Wotan is just chilling back there. There's a new study that says yawning is a sign of intently paying attention, which is a huge compliment to the speaker. Okay. Well, apparently I'm really paying attention to everybody. I hope that's the case. Son of a bitch. Woo! All right, let's look at your videos page. So you got all the racing broadcasts saved here. You got lots of them here. Oh, that's super nice to have. Yeah, look at that attention. Lots of videos. Let's see. It looks like you have a decent number of clips and everything. It's great. I love it. Let's take a look at one of your VODs here real quick. I'm curious to see what your overall layout kind of looks like here. And so I'm gonna actually turn off this real quick. Wait, is this this is a This is an ad break with the Geico Gecko playing Portal, and he's actually talking to GLaDOS. Yeah, not sponsored by Geico. I'm gonna swap over to the other tab just in case. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's interesting. All right, let's turn this up a little bit. Okay, so you've got kind of like some extra clips.
What?
I love this. Okay. So stream starting soon. Cool beans. Oh, and it's got like some information here.
Hello, I am bald and I like Pokemon.
This is great. All right, so your starting screen here already has a lot of things that I really like. Once 500 followers are reached on the platform, a special stream will be scheduled. Ooh, okay. Oh, you stream some Mario Kart? Oh, this is cool. All right, so already I'm a big fan of this entire layout here. Now I have to ask, did you make this overlay, or was it something that was made for you? Was it something that you kind of like picked up a template and edited yourself? I'm curious. How did you make this? Did you use Canva? It'd be cool if it was Canva. You edited one Papa Pepper made for you. Okay. This is a very minimal thing. You did use some Canva inserts. Okay, I was about to say it definitely gives me the vibes of like you were able to customize this very well, and so that kind of gave off that some vibes there. I wouldn't mind. Can't save Canva as transparent because you don't have Pro. Dalish, let me know next time. I've got Pro. Just send me all the stuff that you need, and we'll talk. So yeah, I got you. That's what I'm here for. I wouldn't mind, and I don't know how difficult this is. If it's super difficult to make happen, then don't worry about it. I would love to see the layout that you have here, having the yellow that is here match the one that is on your page. Because obviously, like on your actual homepage itself, it's got like this yellow. I would not mind seeing this yellow being reflected inside of the actual stream itself. It is a very nitpicky thing. I'm really looking for like, I'm doing the compliment sandwich, but right now, like, if compliments were bread, this entire sandwich has been bread so far. And so I'm getting very nitpicky at this point. Definitely not necessary, but something that could be thought about here. Now I am curious, how long did you have your intro for? So you had it change it to be softer. You don't love the neon bright? Okay. Maybe then you could change your background then to have it be more of like the pastel yellow. It's usually 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, we're at the 4 minutes and 55 seconds. But I do like the fact that you have this set up for...
Fuck up. Oh my god. There was definitely a lady nurse right here. This outfit though, like damn.
I really do like the setup that you have for like past clips. That might be something that I might have to throw in at one point or another, because you know, I have an intro where it kind of like displays information like this, but it doesn't have these clips, which is it's just a nice thing. So even now, you're kind of helping out my stream as well. Oh, shit. These clips are freaking golden.
I am starting to think I am in fact Dalish again. Because dang, you try to be prepared.
Okay. We all learning. Yeah. Listen, sometimes you guys teach me just as much as I can teach you.
Although in my defense, if I start the game up early, it
Now let's see. I'm curious to see something here.
about 30 minutes. Oh, them or like maybe a.
I want to skip along here.
Kitty. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so there's
Silas, bud?
so something else that we could potentially think about here is when not in game, it might be worthwhile to have some background music. That's personally just like a thing that I like. Kind of comes back around to the idea that audio is just as important as the actual video. Having some nice music to vibe to while listening to the sultry voice that is Dalish is something that people I feel would very much enjoy. And it's just like, once again, doesn't have to be anything big. It can even just be like music that you play until you start the game and then you turn off the music so that way you can hear the music and the sounds and the voice acting. You hate the quiet? Yeah. It's nice, especially you always forget to turn off the music. So you turn it on while in art streams or if just chatting. Okay. Yeah, might be something to give a try if you're
Text me that so I don't forget because I'll forget and I'll be like, what's that?
Oh, but I do like this kind of setup that you have going on here.
I'll take no for an answer.
Like the rain and the thunder in the background is actually very nice. I do like this setup.
So now that I have
This is a great intermission screen.
I gotta do this.
Great intermission screen.
Start my stream. Yeah.
So maybe even just like, yeah, oh yeah, super cozy. Even if it's just like a little bit, you got that on Etsy? Oh, that's that was a good purchase. What, bud? You want to come say hi? Come here. I know you've been demanding attention today. Yeah. You want to say hi? Oh, come here, good boy. Oh, all right. Kitty cat break real quick. There we go. Oh, I told you there'd be another kitty cat along at some point. This is Guinness. Isn't that right, my boy? Hello. Who's a handsome man? Here, we can put back on the music, because once again, I also hate the quiet. It is a cat. Oh, who's a good boy? I know, you've been wanting aggressive amounts of attention today. Oh, we got the slow blinks happening. Are we happy, buddy? Are we a happy boy? Oh, yeah. He's a good boy. Usually when he comes in to yell at me, it's either for food or for attention, and it's not dinner time for them yet. And so... and they were also fed lunchtime. So I think it's just that he wants attention. Oh, there you go. Look at that. This is a cat that is not camera shy in the slightest. Got all the attention that he needed. He's gonna wander away. There we go. All right, back into looking at Dalish's stream here. So I'm getting really nitpicky here. Like, your webcam quality is really good. If I may ask, what webcam do you use? Because the webcam quality is very crisp. It's very clean. Yeah, there's not a whole lot for me to really comment on. It overall looks really good. Logitech, okay. Well, you made it look better than a lot of the standard Logitechs out there. So. There's not much I can say other than like maybe having music during your intermission screens and matching the yellow here to the theme on your background. It's a good setup. It's very good. If you're looking for somebody who has a phenomenal setup, very high review for Dalish here. Would the music ever conflict with your clips? So that's why it's so important that you think about like what type of music it is, and also to make sure like audio mixer wise that you set a, you can even set a limiter on your audio source for your desktop audio, or have one specifically for like, there is actually for like something like Soundtrack by Twitch. You can actually add in, they have like a source that you can add in to set things up for your like actually connect your streaming software to the Soundtrack by Twitch, and it allows you to have it as a separate audio track in Mixer, which means that you can set a limiter on it and make sure that it's not gonna be excessively loud. That's how I personally do it. I don't think I ever have any issues with my audio really getting messed up by it. But once again, it is a personal preference just as much as anything. Because like I said, I try to think about some of the viewers who like to lurk. They might put me on, they might just listen rather than like watching. And so having a little bit of something in the background is sometimes nice. Stream Deck has a plugin called WinTools that allow you to run your sound mixer directly through the Stream Deck. Yeah, that's another way that you can do it as well, which is very nice. And what's also nice is that you can immediately like turn off sources and whatnot using the Stream Deck if you have one of those. You wish you had a Stream Deck? Oh, there are workarounds around that. I think maybe that'll be the next thing that we do, maybe next week after I talk with Stranger. Because there are cheaper alternatives to Stream Deck. Obviously, I've mentioned that I've used the Stream Deck because I have my larger model, and then my smaller model is I'm actually currently using at school, believe it or not, to help with the transition to video morning announcements that I'm kind of in charge of. But I think, yeah, we maybe need to get a Stream Deck for Dalish. All right, so oh, Nuke might have an extra. Oh, okay, all right. Let me check in my box o tech. Guinness, I hear you yelling. Come here, buddy. There you are. Hi, good boy. You just gonna sit in the doorway there? Oh, it is after 4. I'm sure he's gonna start getting uppity about getting food. Yeah, we can figure something out. So what do we have as our next review here? Because we can get a couple of reviews in today. Dalish really setting the bar high here for Guinness. Dalish is really setting the bar high for us here. Bungus is next. All right. Let's see. Bungus. Oh, you know what? Bungus is live right now, so I might. Jeez, I might avoid giving him a review while he's live because I won't be able to see all of his stuff. Yes, you can get the Stream Deck app for a small fee as well. It's kind of a it does allow you to utilize the Stream Deck for like a monthly rate instead of doing like a full-on piece of new technology. But yeah, it is kind of a personal call. I have the what is it, the 15 key one? I have the 15 key here, and then I have the 6 key one at at school right now, so. Yeah, it looks like Bungus is live right now, otherwise I'd be able to do a review of his. Although I will say, I do very much like Bungus's, he's got very nice panels. You have a unused one on the box. Let me make sure it works. Oh, nuke. That is fantastic. And you know what? I think we need to do something here real quick. I'm gonna use my soundboard and we're gonna give you a round of applause. Maybe. Voice mod, are you asleep? Voice mod, hello. Oh, all right, there we go. My stream deck was doing a thing. That's never fun. Voice mod needs to be running. Okay, well, connection between my stream deck and voice mod is having a time here, so, well, we can at least do that. Did you want me to rip myself apart, Wotan? I can do that if that's what you were referring to here. Otherwise, Dalish, was there anybody else? Oh, mom call, you got it. Trying to think. Who else might be on our list of individuals? I could tear myself apart here. It has been a hot minute since I've looked. Ah, so you see, that's a thing I have not done in a hot minute here. I have a lot of panels. Yeah, we could roast my ass for a bit. Let's go put me on the spot here. So I can at least tell you once again that I am not perfect. So that way we can go and take a look here. So for starters, my image that I have is one that works very well on mobile, but does not look outrageously great on here because all of my information is hidden behind. So I would say for my banner, it might be something useful to have some of the information more on the sides rather than in the middle. And so that's something that I could probably work on myself. All my recent broadcasts are there, which is nice. I've been on a bit of a Destiny kick lately. So my usual variety of games is not there. But, you know, Apex, Destiny, Halo, a little bit of everything. I feel like I want to update my about because this doesn't give as much information as I would want to have. And so I think it would be useful to kind of update that a little bit. And for the longest time, I did have separate links. I might go back to doing that rather than having my link page right here for everything. Just because it might be a better way to go for me personally. I did keep a consistent theme with my panels here. Everything kind of has links all set up, so like if you hover over some of them, it will actually bring you to specific links, which is nice. I think I have to update my sponsors one because the Raid Shadow Legends one is over. This is what I meant by kind of an about section. It gives a little bit of extra information about what you, who you are as a streamer and what your goals are. I did have a schedule in place. I ended up canceling my Tuesday stream. Something to keep in mind for your own mental health and sanity. Make sure that if you need it, you take it. Take days off if you need to. Video wise, I'm pretty sure I have a shit ton of videos still sitting around. So that part is good at least. We love that. You can even see like the overall quality. What's nice to look at is going back to your old videos and being able to see the improvement that has happened over the course of even just like a couple of weeks. And this was also something that I don't see a lot of people having. I gotta update this, but I have the video uploaded, but there are a number of people who don't actually have a channel trailer, believe it or not. And channel trailers are a nice way to kind of show off who you are, and linking it in your homepage here, it really helps to show off who you are as a streamer. And I think that might be something, another good topic to look at some point in time. How to make a channel trailer. I feel like that's something that could be very valuable. Seeing as it really just shows off who you are as a streamer. Yeah, I've got some stuff I have to work on as well. Just know I'm not a hypocrite. I just I haven't done it myself. I gotta take my own advice. How do you do what thing? Yeah, but more specific, Nuke. Nuke, do you want to be put under the spotlight? I could go hit up your channel real quick and give you a cue. Oh, there we go. Stranded Duck or Mothra, are either of you here? It's been a hot minute. Yeah, if Bungus, Stranded Duck, and Mothra are not here, then I can hit you up, Nuke. Well, we'll take a look. But doesn't look like the others are here right now, so we're gonna skip them and go straight to you, Nuke. So let's take a look. Let's see how it looks here. Why not? Pull it up here. There we go. So, on Nuke's page. Yes. It is super important as a first impression to have your screen look very nice. So, biggest thing here is that when we're doing these reviews and whatnot, we want to make sure that the people are actually here to watch and listen to it, so that way they can actually take the advice and help their channels out. It might be, let's see here. Oh, that might be, oh geez. It's because it likes to play the ad. Let's see here. Humperdink. Because what it was actually doing there is that looks like a channel trailer. What it was doing was it's got a couple of different things that it'll show up. It's got your trailer, it's got recent VOD, and then it'll also have, if you're hosting, if you have auto host set up, it'll actually play whatever stream you're auto hosting there instead. Just something to keep in mind. But yeah. All right, so let's take a look here. I need to hear this in all its glory here. Hold on. Oh, that's a game we need to play together. That is great. Oh, that's super friggin' hysterical. So already right off the bat, you have a fantastic channel trailer. Really just illustrates to me what it is that you do. We can see that you're all about community streaming. You like to have lots of fun with other people. It's why we see things like Jackbox in here. Freaking love Jackbox. I don't care what anybody says. That's a game I need to get back into doing again. You said, oh, chaos and bullshit. That's two of my favorite things. So you got all your VODs here. You got your recently streamed. You got your recommended streamers. Hey, look at that. Yeah. So color matches very nicely. Your banner is very simple. Doesn't provide any information, but I don't know if that's necessarily needed here. You could potentially have some on the sides here, but otherwise, what it's kind of doing here is it's kind of almost like having your logo blown up in the background, kind of hidden away, which is nice. Hi, beautiful. My lovely wife is in chat. Let's go and see the about here. So, Nuke fam, full-time ER nurse and firefighter by day, part-time variety and hype streamer by night. Huge advocate for mental health and strive to create a safe. I love it. Mrs. G Teach? Oh, that's my lovely, darling wife. My absolute love of my life. The one I wanted to try and get into streaming. Because I would love to be able to stream with her more often. I know I've got to get back into doing. We were doing a playthrough of Sims because I'd never played Sims, and she really wanted me to play Sims. I gotta get back into doing that because that's really what she enjoys doing. Mr. and Mrs. Stream needs to happen. She's the she got the beauty in the fam here. She's the absolutely gorgeous one. It's not really comparable. Oh, so look at that. You have your voice mod all set up. And so the voice mod bits, that's what we were just talking about. Casually die. Yeah, it happens. Shaving your head, what'd you miss? Well, we're giving the one and only Nuke a channel review. I can change you live. Yes, I do know that part. We were actually just talking about voice mod earlier in the stream today. That was our main focus, was how to make yourself, like, technically speaking, sound really fucking good. And so he said it sucks and I should quit one. I never said anything like that. Honestly, so far everything's looking really good. I haven't had anything to suggest yet. Hugs. So schedule Monday, Thursday, Saturday, 8 o'clock. Excellent. I'm being nice. How would we know? We can't see your head. Mm-hmm. Usually, if you shine a light, you can typically see it from any part of the world. You have a nice big about section down here, which is cool. The who, what, why, which is really nice. Some fun facts, which is cool. So what this does right here is a new person coming in and watching your stream for the first time might be looking at that, see something and be able to start a conversation. This is a good way of getting conversations going with your streams and your viewers. So I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, welcome back, Dalish. Music. Production of Monster Cat. Ooh, I like that. Got your Twitter, got some rules, which is nice. Discord, awesome. Instagram. I have a critique. And yes, I do love the picture. The picture is fantastic. You do IRL disc golf? That's really freaking cool. Hey! Look at Mrs. GT subbing. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you for subbing to Team Sanity. Hey, Lesby, you must have heard my wife roll in. Oh, thank you, Dalish. All right, I've got one critique here, and it's gonna bother me. Your Instagram panel is a different shade of red. Listen, I just shit my pants again. Lesby, no. Stella, come here, girl. The third and final cat has arrived. Not literally. Come here, girl. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Oh, we're so pretty. Oh, we're gonna go underneath the futon. Come here. Hi, girl. Hold on. Hi. Oh, the third and final cat makes her approach. Hold on, let's get over to the big screen here real quick. She does not want to be held right now. It's okay. It's okay. She's not usually one to be held, but oh, she'll go and do this. She's gonna go crawl up onto. She's just sitting on the desk right behind the microphone now. It was added after all the others, so it makes sense. Bothers me too, but not enough to change it yet. Fair enough. Okay. Well, it's just that is something to just keep in mind there. That red is different, and it bothers me, but that's just because it's me. But otherwise, all the other information is very good. It looks pretty good. Hi, Stella. Do you want to say like a proper hello or something? No? You want to go play with the tissue paper. You got to 1v1 tails? Lesbia. That deserves some hype. That is super friggin' cool. We're gonna use voice mod here real quick. I don't care if you got smoked or not. That is fantastic. That is super freaking cool. I love that. You and Tails just casually becoming besties. Like, everything about that just sounds phenomenal. But yeah, ScarJo could choke me as well. I'd be totally okay with that. Besties from different tests. You can't just roll in here and do that. Oh, shit. Alright, well, let's see if I can get back on track here. Show me the roll and you can. You totally can. Alright, everything looks great here. Everything looks great, Nuke. Just that Instagram thing bothers me. I would even say you don't necessarily need these pieces of text here, seeing as you already have them inside of your panels. So totally up to you. So Lesby, if you use what was the command? I think it was join. Hold on, going back in time here. I think the command is join. There we go, excellent. So Lesby, you're probably on deck here because all of the other people who are in the queue are no longer watching, so you're on deck. You always get in. All right, so let's go look at your actual schedule, Nuke. So it looks as if you got stuff in here, which is nice. Kind of hard to tell on a Sunday, but otherwise it looks like you have stuff kind of scheduled in advance, which is nice. So excellent stuff. Ooh, Volton joining? Oh, hell yeah. All right, let's see. Well, Nuke's got nice VODs here, got a channel trailer. Looks like you uploaded a couple of different videos. Oh, some clips and highlights, which is nice. Got lots of videos here, which is nice. All right, so let's, you're in the middle of a remodel, but you can have a look. Oh, excellent, I can do that. Ooh, Dalish, you played softball? No wonder I liked you. I played baseball for 13 years, and I was an umpire for both baseball and softball. I was heavily involved in the baseball and softball community. I even, are you adding hair? Yeah, I played a shit ton of baseball. I was an umpire. I even commentated on a lot of baseball and softball games when I got to college. And so, fucking baby. Listen, I love softball. Softball is a lot of fun to watch. All right, let's see here. So you got your countdown screen, which is nice. I am curious here. I want to see. Okay. I have a suggestion. Music for your intro. So obviously your stream is starting soon here. I wouldn't mind having some music because yesterday's VOD was a fluke. You are right. There's the music. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move into it here. I'm curious to see how you make your entrance.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you beautiful beings, how is it going tonight?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the monitor audio off and was a dumbass. It's okay, Nuke. We all make mistakes. That's fine. He's a pro streamer. Yes, of course. So, I identify with the green screen problems. I might recommend if you have do you have like a light setup of any kind? Like do you have like ring lights or like even like professional lights like this bad boy here? Like anything like these? Like even just like a ring light? I'm curious here. You got 2 studio lights? Okay. So it looks like maybe adjusting the angle or the intensity of the lights might be beneficial because, or even like the settings for the green screen, because we can see here like the kind of black pixelation behind you is it's either something wrong with the settings of the green screen or like the chroma key, I should say specifically, or it's not getting enough light. Oh, Nuke, I can help you with that. I can very much help you with that. We'll sit down and we'll go through everything. I'll have you screen share and we'll get it working. We'll have everything set up the way they usually set it up, and then we will change the settings and get it set up. Yes, we'll get it fixed. Don't you worry. But I like the music. I like the kind of layout that we have here. It's kind of cool. This top part kind of reminds me of like when you're playing like a fighting game and it's got like the 2 health bars on either side, which I'm kind of digging that vibe. I love the vibes, and also that mustache is just chef's kiss. I think it's in the oh, okay, yeah, like Mortal Kombat, yeah. So let's see, how does it look when we get to this point? Okay, yeah, we scare is too funny. Looks like it's because it's a sheet and it's not pulled tight enough. Maybe. I actually don't think it might be lines. Hold on, let's go back. It could be. It could be if the green screen is in more than one piece, or if it's wrinkly. But I do love this. It's in 2 pieces. Okay. So, do you have... Oh, right. All my clips are at school as well. Do you have, like, clips that you can use? Because if you have it, like, on a stand, what you can do is use the clips to kind of tighten it out a little bit. We'll mess around with it. So we can definitely say, like, we can clean up the green screen. I will help with that part, though. Because then that will also help clean up this as well when you're in game. Because otherwise, yeah, there's nothing really wrong with it otherwise. Oh, you have the zoom effect. I love it. That's something I want to set up. Domrox has to do the same thing with the green screen and clips. Okay, that's something I can help out with. I'm assuming you have an ending screen. What's your ending screen like? Oh, and you still have your face up during the ending, which is kind of nice. Which is really cool. I do like that. I do like that kind of setup there. Do you only have Twitter and Instagram? Do you have things like I can't remember for the life of me. Do you have like TikTok or anything? Because if you do, then I want it so I can send you stuff.
Multiple studies have shown that...
No, I don't need multiple studies. Twitter, Insta, and Hover. Might be worthwhile to throw Hover in there. Just so you have the link there for people to use. And I might also say, like, in this area right here to have, like, a couple of the links as well. Yeah, because Hover is definitely big and up and coming, and that can really, really help out a lot. For sure. But overall, Nuke, pretty solid page. Really just a couple of things that we can fix pretty easily. To kind of recap, panels look great other than Instagram. But if it doesn't bother you, then obviously Hover be a little sketchy, but it is a nice idea. Is there something going wrong with Hover that I'm missing? And if that's the case, then I'm kind of sad. But all of this looks good. You have your schedule, you have lots of VODs, you have lots of clips, which is nice. Overall, good looking page. I don't know what my cats are doing, but noticing people follow on Hover but not Twitch. Ah, gotcha. Well, I mean, Hover does literally everything to get people to do that. And it's mostly because of the, like, it has that button that directly brings you to the Twitch page from, like, even just, like, your For You page on there. It's really just a matter of getting people to just not click. And that's another issue in and of itself. I don't know if there's any incentive to click on people's Twitch links. I think mostly people go there to watch the clips, but then don't follow unless it's like a clip that blows them away. But I could be wrong on that. Just get gooder. All right. Lesbies on deck. Let's do this here. Let's go and see get fricked. All right. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun one. All right. So, whoa, language, language. All right, let's take a look here. So, you've got all sorts of recent highlights and uploads. Lesby, have you not been live recently? I could have swore you were live recently. Because I don't see any of you really. You'll be live today. Perfect. Awesome. Hey, and you know what that means? What is your command on here? Somebody do the command for Lesby. You were live on Wednesday? It looks. Oh, there it is. That's weird. It wasn't shown on your homepage. That's very odd. There might be a setting that you have to mess around with to make sure that it shows up on here. It is that. Okay, excellent. That's weird. You might want to double check and see if there's like a setting of some kind. But we do have a channel trailer, so I feel like we gotta watch this here real quick. Lesby, you're still one of my favorite humans. I just... still easily one of my favorite humans. The Nuggy Dance is top 2. Oh, absolutely. I love the shirt there, too. That was not nice. Oh my goodness, that's great. That's fun. That's a fun little trailer. I'm a big fan. So definitely shows off exactly what your streams look like. Yeah, I love that. Absolutely love it. All right, let's see here. So we'll have to see if there's a setting going on that doesn't show your past VODs, because we really want that to show up here. Lots of different categories, which is nice. And a very nice list of people down here. These are all just like some lovely individuals, which I love all of those peeps. Let's look at your about section. So, oh, you know what? We didn't even talk about up here. So I like the setup of the banner here. What happened to your sweatshirt right over here in the right corner? It kind of looks like it was like shaved out a little bit. Was that purposeful? It's edited like that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it like didn't load weird or something. Okay, and I like how it kind of like the color that you have on the side here is purple, which kind of blends into the idea of like it goes throughout the colors of the rainbow down to the purple, which is nice. That was a good call, because there's not really a way to match things up when your banner is a rainbow. So the color is a bitch to match. Yeah. But you did a pretty good job. Like this purple right here would kind of lead into this purple here. So I have no problems with it at all. So I think it's fine just the way that it is. Your panels are some of my favorites. It is super satisfying to look at your panels. They just look so crisp and clean, and they remind me of like RGB, like anything, and like it's so nice. These panels are some of my favorite on Twitch. I don't know what you use to make them, but they look great. They really do. I love your Twitch spouses. That's freaking hysterical. I love everything about it. You're on Wattpad? Holy shit! I never saw that one down there. You enjoy writing too? I swear, I need to like pay attention more. I used to write on Wattpad when I was in high school. I Writers Unite, frickin' hell. That's really cool. I like that. These panels are beautiful. I love everything about them. You've got your schedule here, little about you. I love this. You're Sagittarius too? Holy shit! Highly addicted to chicken nuggies. Got all your checking. This is pretty nice. You don't have your socials down here, but I don't think that matters with the fact that you have all your socials here. So I think all of that is completely fine. So just your friendly neighborhood lesbian. Good games never promise, and I promise a good laugh. Yeah, I've got nothing to say about the about section here. No, I do understand that. There's kind of merits to doing both ways. And so your page benefits from not having it doubled up. And I think much of that comes from the overall design aesthetic that you have. And so I've got nothing here. I've got nothing to say about this. It's just great. It's fantastic. It really is. Schedule. I want to make sure it matches up. So Thursday, Friday, Sunday. You do have it set up. It looks like you might have skipped over a couple of days, which is fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it is nice to have the upcoming stream. So you have your schedule preset, which is very nice. Your Thursday partner is gone right now. Ah, that makes sense. Hey, if you got into Destiny, you can come play with us. We've got a fun group. I'm just slowly recruiting so that we can get a big team to go and raid stuff together. You know, just casually if you're willing. And then you got plenty of videos here, plenty of clips. Oh, the Peter parkour. These Spider-Man clips are some of my fave. Cause like, yeah, you could be Spider-Gwen. Like, if your hair was blonde, you could be Spider-Gwen. You could be the live-action Spider-Gwen. I could see it, absolutely, without a doubt. Let's look at a VOD. Let's look at a VOD. Ah, using the team's Sanity. You are Tom Holland. Yeah, I was about to say. You are both simultaneously, like, you are somehow the mixture of both of them, and I think that's why those clips are some of my favorites. So I love this this overlay. I've seen this overlay before. It's a lot of fun. Very much the Spider-Verse aesthetic, which is very nice. Let's see. I wouldn't mind. Oh, we love Drew.
You must have touched it. Oh.
Okay, let's see here. I wouldn't mind. So kind of like what I mentioned with some of the previous VODs that we looked at from other people. I wouldn't mind a little bit of like low background music, at least for like my lurking ass. I aggressively lurk places, and so having background music is always a vibe for me. Even if it's not like super loud, like that's totally fine. Just something to potentially consider. But But otherwise, like overlay wise, everything's pretty clean.
That's probably Master's.
Oh, hi, Sukes.
But yes, it actually affect.
Let's see. Intermission screen? Is there an intermission screen? You just hopped right into it here. I want to see.
Makes you feel like you're being chased.
Okay. What? Where is it? Come on, show me. I want the intermission screen. Oh, apparently I saw it, but it's so very simple intermission. If that works for you, that's fine. If you are looking to potentially do something to add to it, maybe also I love the map in the background. Certainly wouldn't mind having a like bit of information here maybe for intermission. But totally not necessary, especially since like some people just like having the simple layout. Hi. Oh my goodness, hi. Do you want attention or something? Hey Mace, how you doing? Mace Depressio Espresso. I love that. That's a fantastic name. We are doing some stream reviews right now. But overall, Lesby, you got a really good setup going on here. You definitely have my favorite panels, my favorite about section out of everybody. Yes. If you want that, absolutely. So we could speed round a couple of more. Or we can hold off and save those for next time, because we do still have Wotan to get through, and we're still waiting to hear from let's see here. I can check the queue here. If I could spell Q right. Hi, what are you doing? Jeez, why can I not spell Q? Do you real quick? Okay. Before you go to bed, I think I can do that. Lesby is wonderful, absolutely. Wotan, I'll do you anytime you want. I gotta stop being such an awkward little shit. Lesby is totally wonderful, absolutely. Okay, yeah, literally my favorite about section is very much Lesby's. Love all of that stuff. So, there's a bit of a story behind the Wotan one I'm about to do here. Let's head on over there. So, I have looked at Wotans before. For a very specific reason. Yes, story time. So, I spoke with him at one point or another about setting up all of his page to look really good. It does look very good. He has his banner set up really nicely, a very like Viking sort of aesthetic, which once again, shocker. Now, he added in a little detail specifically because of something that happened in one of my streams, where he came along and started a very intense conversation about whether or not pineapple deserved to be on pizza. If you're wondering, it doesn't. Just to really throw that in there, pineapple is one of the most vile and disgusting things on the planet. But Wotan disagreed. And so if you go to Wotan's page here, so I'm gonna actually kind of I want you guys to go and take a look real quick at his page. You agree with Wotan? I know I'm usually outnumbered on this for whatever odd reason. People like the like pineapple for some reason. Except for the cheese crackers dessert. I remember that intense conversation. So in his banner, if you look, in the bottom right corner of his banner, you can see a little secret message that he left just for me. Listen here, Wooten, you little shit. I will never budge on that one. I despise pineapple. I almost gag and vomit even if I just smell it. Like, so, yes. Otherwise, Wooten, it looks great. Team G-Teach, oh, thank you. Thank you, Les. Thank you so much. You don't see it? Oh. There's a little text right underneath where Wotan's head is on his banner. And it just says pineapple pizza is bomb. You gonna put it in your new banner that you're making? Of course you will. Yeah, I agree, Les. I agree. But anyway, your page looks really nice. I love the vibe going on here. Pineapple makes your mouth bleed. You know what? That's a good. You know what? That's a good thinking here, because you did kind of change around what your new layout looks like, and so that honestly helps with what we're about to look into here. So you got some recent broadcasts, you got all your categories, lots of horror games, lots of fun. Oh yeah, look at that right there. Lots of nice recommended individuals, a lot of fantastic people here, which is great. Let's look at your about section. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I like your vibe that you're going on here. Really cool sort of panels that we got here. Got some rules, schedule, PC spec, about me, Discord, and then you have your socials linked up here. Perfect. Contrary to popular belief, I am not a deep fried Chinese dumpling. I am a steamed wonton. I love that. Every time I come in here, I forget that it's there and I laugh. But that's fantastic. I love everything about it. Can't say much about this page. Excellent stuff. Did you put in a schedule? Actually, let's see here. When is your actual schedule? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. You're away at work for 4 weeks, back the 18th of February. I feel like that's not accurate because you did just do some streams, so that might mean that might be something you want to update. But otherwise, it looks like you got stuff in your schedule here, which is nice. Videos. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Last stream before a break. Oh, I was actually watching this one. That's why it's all the way at the end there. Oh, you got some music and everything. Oh, that's cool. And it's cool how you have the camera set up kind of blurred as you're working on things. Like that's a cool method to have as your starting screen. Oh, this is awesome music. I love the music and the vibes for that.
That's a vibe.
Your camera is very high quality. Like, you did a very good job with having your camera look really nice. I believe if I remember correctly, you have an actual like DSLR camera that you're using as your actual like webcam. Now I am curious, something that's interesting here is the fact that this video doesn't actually have, oh it does. Okay, so chapter 1, it was, it didn't have just chatting and then it was switched. Okay, Sony A6000, that makes sense. Because everything looks really good. Your audio sounds very good. It's very easy to understand you. Also, peep the tat. Peep the tat. We love it. What is this? Did I miss this part? Oh, you actually like carried the camera around. That is too funny. I must have missed that part. Let's see here. So you got obviously, so okay, so here's what it looks like when you are walking around and doing stuff here. Okay. Miss Wilton streams already. Yeah. I mean, overall video and audio quality, like, you can't really beat Wotan's setup here. Oh, you were discussing hot tub stream. Gotcha. Yeah, honestly, I'd go for a nice a nice steamed wonton stream. Catching my drift. Overall, like, you got a very, very clean setup, and it is super nice and satisfying. Once again, not much that I can comment on. There's really not a whole lot that I can say here. You've got pretty much everything that you need. The only other thing I would have said is that, like, what you said about your banner, and that you were remaking it to kind of match the new theme and aesthetic. It's a damn good looking page. Yep, you do have a donate. Do you have merch? Do you have merch, Wotan? Because if not, I feel like you would have some really cool merch. Something to think about if you don't have it. I didn't mean pineapple merch, you ass. You would have some middle of merch reband. Okay, sounds good. You have one of his shirts? Oh, perfect. Okay. Because I didn't see a link for that. Feel like you would come up with some really cool merch, especially with the Viking vibes and whatnot. So, yeah. I'll have to return when you come up with your new banner and everything. So, I think that is going to be where we ended for today, because we're at the 5 o'clock hour. I've got to start winding down for school tomorrow. Not ready for a full 5-day week again. Last week was only 3 days between the holiday and the snow day that I had. So a full 5-day week. This is the last week I have with my current group of students, and then I swap groups. So we're gonna have a fresh batch of students ready to go. And so, thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Don't know if you have a raid target in mind, but Team Sandy member Dog just went live. Ooh. Are you talking DFG here? Because I think I can do that. Oh, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for saying that I got this. I appreciate it. DFG? Hell yeah. Let's do it. I'm so down with giving DFG a raid here. So we'll let the ad finish out here so we can support him with our 1 cent, and then we'll go in hot for a raid for Dogface Gamer, our resident DFG. But hey, if you liked the Team Sanity Academy stream, make sure you're back next week. Hopefully Stranger will be back next week to help keep things moving along. And maybe he will have a specific topic for us to go over this time around. I'll keep you guys in suspense for that one. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining, guys. As I say, anytime I am done with the stream, class, you are officially dismissed. Let's see, can I get the... Oh, there we go. There's the bell. There's the bell. All right, so we're rolling out. That's the raid bell, so we're gonna make this happen here. Thank you so much, guys. Love each and every one of your faces. Let's show that Team Sanity love and spirit that we always do. Peace out, guys.